let's go back to basics when looking at a PCP quote, and let's talk about why we should never just assume that what we're presented with is going to be the best price that we're going to get. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel, folks. JD here again, suffering with COVID, actually. Tested positive a few days ago. Feel a bit grotty, got some abdominal pain and a bit snotty, but I thought I'd take the time to try and make a video because I can't do much else at the moment. I was talking to my stepson the other day, and he's looking at changing his car in the next few months. And it struck me that I think a reminder was due on the channel as to why you should never just look at a quote advertised on a website and assume that's the best you're going to get. So he was looking at some used cars, and he was just going, oh, look, I can get one of these, whatever it was, for $250 a month. And I was like, well, no, never assume that that's the price that we're going to pay, because we're never going to pay that price. If it's a used car, we're going to try and haggle the APR down. If it's a new car and it's got a kind of manufacturer's incentive where the APR is normally fixed, we can still do something by either changing the guaranteed future value through a mileage adjustment, but I wouldn't recommend that. The best way to do it, if everything else is going to be fixed, is get a better purchase price. So that's what we're going to look at today. So I took a car at random and I went over to the Ford website, and I just thought, well, let's have a look at what offers they're quoting at the moment. This is March the 1st, 2022. I went to the new Focus. I had a Focus years ago. It was a very good car. And let's see. So we've got this ST line 3-year Ford options promotion, and they are quoting, look, 36 monthly payments of $270. With an optional final guaranteed payment of $12,196. Now, I'm assuming this is a 37-month agreement, so 36 equal payments, month 37, where the guaranteed future value lies. They're quoting an APR, very good APR of 3.9%. So, as I've just said, there's not a lot we can do on a new car. Normally, in my experience anyway, this is only my experience, the APR will be fixed on a new car. On a used car, we can sometimes get a bit knocked off. The guaranteed future value will be fixed normally. And the guaranteed future value, this 12,196, is based on 9,000 miles per year in this example. So yes, we could change the mileage. If we reduce the mileage, the guaranteed future value will go up a little bit. If we increase the mileage, it'll drop. But I wouldn't recommend doing that, because if you are doing less, if you're saying you're going to do less miles than you do, all you're doing really, even if you don't run the PCP to the end, is you're paying less of the capital down, because the guaranteed future value is increasing slightly, and therefore you're going to pay a bit more interest. Because remember, as we always say on this channel, don't forget that you always pay interest on the guaranteed future value, whether you pay it off or not. So I'm going to leave everything else as it is. First thing I'm going to do, which I always do, is I'm just going to run the quote they provided through the spreadsheet. As always, if you're new to the channel, you can get a copy of this spreadsheet for a one-off donation of £10. Send me an email here, and you'll get instructions as to how to achieve a copy. How to achieve a copy? You can tell I've got COVID. How to receive a copy is the word I was looking for. So let's see if the spreadsheet works. So they've got a cash price of $25,770. They've got a customer deposit of $4,983.27, and they've got a dealer deposit contribution of $750. So the total amount financed is $20,036.73. They've got a couple of small facility fees and purchase fees. Doesn't make a massive difference in this comparison, but we've got a guaranteed future value of $12,196. We'll put a tenner in there for the sake of it, if I could see my keyboard. Starting month, let's assume it's now, so that's March 2022. And they've got a quoted APR of 3.9 and 36 equal payments. So the spreadsheet tells us 270.85. They've got 270. So that's good. So the spreadsheet's working. Okay. Now, you could just look at that and go, okay, I'm happy with that. £270 a month, where do I sign? Okay, now what I'm going to do is say what I think is the best approach in this example is to go to some kind of car buying, I can't speak, you'll have to bear with me, car buying site. So I'm going to go to Coast Cars. There are others, CarWow, etc. No affiliation with Coast to Coast, but it's quite a nice site because it will give you an instant price. So I'm going to go onto here and I'm going to build the car. Now, when I looked at this earlier, if you spec up a standard Focus ST line, it comes out at 25,045 and they've got 25,770. And the only way I could get that cash price looking at Coast to Coast was to spec a specific colour. I'll tell you what it is in a minute when I see it, but it was a blue colour. So we're going to do that. So we've got exactly the same recommended retail price, if you like. So we're going to go to Ford, we're going to go to Focus, we're going to go petrol, manual, 5-door. And we're going to see what comes up. So it's a 1 litre EcoBoost. And there it is, look, ST line. Now, as you can see, 25,045. And on the Ford example, they've got 25,770. So we need to find that bit extra. And as you'll see in a minute, I think it must be using this one of these expensive colours. So if we go to paintwork, yeah, so you've got frozen white at 275, silver, chrome blue, agate black at 575, and then there's these other three at the end at 725. So if I choose one of those, we'll get exactly the same recommended price as the Ford quote here. So we'll skip everything else, and there you go. So it's coming out at 22,405. Now be careful when you're looking at this website because they are including, look, the £750 contribution. So cash price in terms of running the figures in the spreadsheet is 23,155. We could do it either way, but because we're allowing for the 750 on a separate line on the spreadsheet, I'm going to use this price. If I wasn't, we could use the 22,405. It's basically got the £750 deposit contribution built in. But you can see that we've saved 13%. Now you could go to this dealer, whoever this dealer is, or what I've done in the past, you might be able to go to your local Ford dealer in this case and see if they'll match it. So let's see, assuming everything else is the same, APR is the same, it says there's 3.9% APR here. Let's assume the guaranteed value is the same, and let's see how much we could have saved for the sake of spending 5 minutes looking at another website. So 23,155. So let's put it in the second tab just to make it easier. So 23,155. Now we'll use exactly the same deposit as the example, which was 4983.27, and dealer deposit contribution 750. So now look at that, we are financing 17,421 versus 20,036. Let me just make sure that is right. 25,770, 750 contribution, 23,155, 750 contribution. That's correct. Okay, so guaranteed future value exactly the same, 12,196. Quite a strong guaranteed future value on a 3-year deal. That's 50%, more than 50% with our new price. Option to purchase, we'll put a tenner on. Starting month again, March 2022. Quoted APR 3.9. 36 equal payments. Stand by. Go to the summary tab. Wow. £77 a month. I wasn't expecting that. Is that right? That's crazy, isn't it? Let me just check even I'm surprised by that. 25,770, 4983 deposit, deal deposit, okay, loan amount 20,036, 12,196. Have I got everything right? 12,196, 25,770, 23. Sorry, I'm just a bit surprised that it is that much better. But it certainly looks like it is. Yes, a monthly payment of 193.84 versus 270.85. I hope this is correct. It looks correct. But we are £77 a month better off, assuming everything else is the same. Now, it should be the same because it comes from a Ford. So the guaranteed future value should be the same. The APR should be the same. But we've basically saved, I mean, you can see it's clear as day there. We've saved £2,615 on their example. Or we've saved 3,365 if you include the 750, but we can't because they're including the 750 on their example. So we are saving 2,615. And with interest, the amount of interest we're saving, the total saving is 2,772.11, which makes sense because we're saving 2,615 plus a bit of interest. So there's your total difference. Look, that's spot on. Look, total difference 2,615, which is exactly what Coast to Coast is saying we would save. But because of the interest saving as well, we're saving 2,772.11. How long did that take me? And if the local Ford dealer won't match it, just go on to Coast or wherever it is, CarWow, whatever you've used. Try some other websites. This is the first one I tried. You might get a cheaper purchase price than the one I found here. I am trying to find my button to get back to full screen. Where have we gone? Oh, there we go. Right. I hope that was useful. And hopefully next time I make a video, I won't be so incohesive, one of those words. As I said, as always, if you want a copy of the spreadsheet that you've just seen me using, send me an email here. If you want a copy of the other spreadsheet, which is the spreadsheet which lets you compare salary sacrifice for an electric vehicle versus a car allowance, see if whether if your employer is going to offer you a scheme, see if it's worth signing up. That's proving very popular. Please do give this video a thumbs up and a subscription if you are not yet a subscriber. And for some reason that's not playing, and it's all going wrong, so I will clock off and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Take care.